Welcome to the present. Arsenal hosting Brighton. Sorry, the reverse. We are going to Brighton to play in the Premier League. That should be a decent match. We know Brighton. We know what Brighton is going to do. They're going to press in the beginning. They're going to be super aggressive. They're going to leave spaces behind. They're going to try and attack us. We know Brighton. The playbook is always the same. They don't change. They have a few injuries here and there. Giuseppe trying to stifle the midfield. And if you can actually bypass that, Brighton are there for the taking. They always concede goals all the time. I was surprised their last match against Brentford, they kept a clean sheet for the first time in a long while. We know Brighton are you think you don't know what Brighton are going to have, but this season, let's call it for what it is. Brighton have been poor. They're just riding on the wave of what they've done in the last two seasons. This season, De Zerbi is not the same De Zerbi. Everybody's trying to hoist. Yeah, last season he was good, but this is you can make the excuse that they've lost a few players. McAllister to Liverpool, Caicedo to Chelsea, but they suffered a few injuries to Ciso, who just came back. Maitoma. I understand that, but Brighton are not to be is another thing that we should be overly afraid of. Let's call it for it. They're not that thing we should be afraid of. Now, in comparison to Arsenal are on a rich vein of form. We are bleeding teams, except for when we played against Manchester City. Yeah, super team too. We can't just go and open our red and let them just dog us out like that. So we had a draw. We resumed back to transmission of victory, beating Luton in our last game. Professional victory, even though we have to be money, we should have scored more. We should have been more aggressive. We should have taken the Luton to the cleaners. Absolutely no, you can't do that. We have like three. We have like games every 3 days, so you cannot expect us to exert our energy, especially after having to go lead. Take it easy. We'll get your foot off the pedal and make sure you do not lose too much concentration, but just keep the game flowing, control the game like what you did. And I'm happy with that. See, when it gets to the business side of the season, I'm sure a lot of you are not used to competing at this end. I understand that's not competing for the last 20 years until last 2 years. We competed last year and this year. So some of you might not understand, even though you claim you understand, you watch Man City do it. Man City don't go full throttle all the games. So I don't understand why you want to change the standard when it comes to Arsenal. We are very sensible when it comes to this game. I expect against Brighton, if you score 2, 3 goals early, take it easy. There is no need to go for the fourth, fifth. If there's an opportunity, take it. But don't over push it. You don't want to get players injured. We have a Champions League match on Wednesday, then match on Saturday. Every 3 days rather, we have matches, so we have to be sensible. So let's go at some of the statistics regarding the game. Brighton, like I mentioned earlier, one victory in their last five. That's not impressive. Arsenal, they had in the last five matches, we've had 4 victories, 1 draw. Look at the table right there. We played 30 games, 21 wins, 5 draws, 4 losses, 68 points, 48 goal difference. Second on table, Brighton there. They played 30 games, 11 wins. They have 10 draws, 9 losses, 43 points, 5 goal difference. They are language. Now, it's a language. They are in ninth position, which is not bad for that kind of a team. So I'm not really afraid of Brighton. I understand we don't have the best record when it comes to playing Brighton in the past few years, but if you look at both teams at the moment, sometimes we overly embellish what has happened in history. You can't erase that. You can't erase history and rewrite it, which I get. But if you look at the team at the moment, we are superior enough department of the team. Defensively, we are better than Brighton. Midfield, we are better than Brighton. Attacking wise, better than Brighton. So Brighton shouldn't pose us so much threat. Now let's come to players who might be missing. Saka is a huge doubt. According to Mikel Arteta in the last game, after doing his post-match press conference, he says Saka missed the match because he had a bit of a complaint. We hope the complaint is not that much. I suspect because he's playing his usual games. I think Saka will be fit for this game. Martinelli will be fit for this game. I expect us to go with our first 11. We made signal changes in the last match against Luton, 5 changes, but I expect against Brighton, which is a kind of a tougher opponent in terms of how they approach the game. We don't want to take them for granted, so we'll actually go to our first team. I expect the usual suspect to come in. I expect the leg back, maybe this time, not Kivio or Zinchenko. Maybe you give Tomiyasu the start. Usual suspect in the center back pair will be what's the name? Gabriel and Saliba. Ben White as right back. In the midfield, I expect Partey and Rice to start that match. Odegaard the captain as number 10. Saka on the right, Martinelli on left, and I think maybe one more. Maybe he'll make that change to play Jesus as a 9, or Then we go with Kai. It depends what how he's feeling. I think Kai deserves a rest a little bit. He has been playing for Germany and Arsenal consistently, no rest. I know Kai is durable, but maybe this time we give Kai a little bit of a rest. In terms of Brighton, Joao Pedro came back from injury play in their last game. Cisse was on the bench. You have a few players back from injuries for them. So regardless of what Brighton going to post, I just think we're just so strong. We're just too strong. We'll post too strong for Brighton because of what we are vying for, which is a title, the quality of players, what's at stake. Our manager knows what's at stake is making sure he's keeping the boys on their toes. Yeah, Brighton will huff and puff. They are home. They huff and puff, but I still expect us to actually beat Brighton comprehensively and confidently. If you ask me to give a prediction, I'll go for another clean sheet. I think we'll beat them 3-0 comprehensively. If they score, but I think we'll keep a clean sheet. I like the fact that the team is actually inculcating the habit of keeping clean sheets and being defensively solid. So I think a 3-0 will be a good victory and we'll take it easy. And hopefully, touch wood, we do not actually incur any injuries during that match. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Give me your predictions, your starting 11, players you think will start. Do you think Saka will start or he will not? Let me know in the comment section. Do you think Jesus should come in for Kai or Kai should maintain a starting bet as a first man? Let me know in the comment section and drop your predictions there too. So if you're just coming to my channel for the first time, I'll be kind enough to strike the like button. Very important. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed the content. I'll actually appeal to you guys to subscribe because I'm sure you enjoy the content. And make sure you turn on your notification bell. Very, very important. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.